Why, hello there and welcome back to yet another riveting episode of Getting a Lot for Your Bot with me, your crazy, kooky host. Yes, it is Thailand's happiest hobo, coming at you live from positively perfect Phuket, Thailand. One question I get a lot this time of year is, should I bother coming to Thailand during rainy season? And to be honest with you guys, I think it's one of the best times to come, especially if you're looking to stretch your vacation dollars as far as possible. Right now, here, especially down in Phuket, you are going to find the most incredible deals, all because we are coming into rainy season. Some people call it low season, some people call it rainy season. I call it perfect because, again, the prices they're almost a joke, to be honest with you. I've been staying in some really cool hotels as I've been traveling all around the last month or so, and I haven't paid more than $20 US a night for any of the spots that I've stayed in. And even here in Patong, guys, I'm gonna tell you something. There are incredible deals, such as this one here. I'm going to be releasing a video about the Cyrone Hotel next week, so check that out. It's a full-length video about it. But guys, right now that's less than $20, and it's a 10-minute walk to Bangla Road. You could stumble to Bangla in 15 minutes, to be honest with you. I'm not sure about stumbling back or staggering back, but you can definitely stumble there in 15 minutes. Now, obviously, the day trips on the long-tail boats out to Phi Phi Island, all of the other little vacation spots around here have dropped dramatically in price. You can find some of the tourist booths that are offering these trips for half price. Now, the only problem is they have to find enough people to go out, because it's not worth their while if they don't. But you can get incredible deals on these little getaways right now. And to be honest with you, it doesn't rain all day long. You need to keep that in mind. So let's talk about rainy season a little bit. So rainy season essentially starts late July and goes all the way into October. If you're unlucky like we were last year, it will reach into November, but we're hoping for a better time this year. However, again, like I said earlier, it doesn't rain all the time. It's not like it's raining 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I mean, I'm out right now, I'm vlogging, and I do have a sunburn, so that will give you an indication as to it's not raining all the time. Different parts of the country get hit with rainy season at different times. They tell me that up in Samui, it really doesn't start until October, which is kind of strange, and heads into about December. But down here in the south, typically it starts around July, ends in October. I remember 2 years ago, it got over late September, and that was just fantastic, especially considering that was during COVID, so there was nobody here to begin with, and we were getting insane deals. Now, if you're coming here to indulge in the local massage shops, I'm gonna tell you something. It's the best time to come because prices are so low, it will blow your mind. That's probably not the only thing that's gonna get blown, but I promise you, you will not believe the prices during rainy season on massages here. You can typically get a 1-hour massage for 200 baht. Anywhere you go in the city, you can get them for 200 baht. Yes, if you're looking for one of the really hot, sexy girls here on 200-year road, it's gonna still cost you about 400 baht. However, even those girls are dropping the price down, especially if you're just not gross. That's the only way to put it. I hate to say that. So yeah, if you're looking for, you know, massages to take advantage of the unbelievable prices, rainy season is fantastic for that. One thing that really isn't affected that much are the food prices here. Yes, groceries have gone up because of, you know, inflation all around the world, but to be honest with you, it's very, very, very negligible here. The only thing I've really noticed that have gone up, and this, I know it's gonna sound funny, but is a little single serving can of Pringles. They went up 30%, if you can believe that. But beer went up just like maybe 1 baht a bottle, that's it. I have not noticed anything else that went up. Eggs apparently did, but they don't affect me in the least bit because I'm not cooking at home. Now, food in restaurants During high season, some restaurants put their prices up a little bit, but they have knocked those down substantially from what they were about 3 months ago. The street food pretty much stays the same price all of the time. I have not seen street food increase at all in the 3 years that I've been here, so I'm very happy about that. Now, one thing that really surprises me and I don't understand is why certain night markets like O-Top, and that's where I'm at right now, they haven't changed their prices on anything here, and it really reflects, and you can see that they're not selling half as much as the other night markets are. They're still twice as much as most places. But by that same token, I have heard that the bar fines here in O-Top are down to as low as 500 baht after midnight. So if you're here, keep that in mind. After midnight, I've heard that O-Top is about 500 baht. Also, another thing to keep in mind is that because prices are low, girls not making as much money as they do during high season, so they're not able to really leave the island and go anyplace else. So it's about 20-to-1 ratio, especially in places like O-Top. You wouldn't believe it, but I'm telling you guys, it's about 20-to-1. So think about that when you're thinking about your finances and how much it's going to cost you to come and have a smashing good time here. Now, if you're one of the people that loves to go shopping, and I can't understand why anybody would, right now, typically everything is about 25% cheaper than it is during high season. You can get polo shirts, golf shirts, t-shirts, usually about 200 baht, where most of the time they're 250 to 300. So yeah, if you're looking to take home a souvenir, and hopefully you don't take home anything else from here, yeah, 25% cheaper. You have to love that, again, if you're a shopper. I try not to shop that much. I really don't like it. It's not only that, to be honest with you, I can't stand the way they pester and hound the out of you when you're trying to find something. I get so frustrated that I just give up. I really do, and then I buy it online because it's just easier. Now, I'm no expert on this subject, but I have talked to a couple of guys who have done some research, and they tell me that right now, that special service that a lot of the guys come here for, it's crazy. Unbelievably crazy right now. You're talking about 1,000 to 1,500 baht for short time, 2,000 to 2,500 for a long time. Again, if you're not going to Susie Wong's harem and those places where the bar fines are more than that, okay? If you're looking for companionship with a freelancer or just a local girl and not going to the crazy bars, it is unbelievably cheap right now, which is why you will find that there is an influx of people from a certain country. I'm not going to point out which one it is right now, but trust me, it's close, it's extremely populated, and they're here right now in droves because it is so cheap. A lot of the girls complain about it, but at the end of the day, they're still enjoying the money, so I guess it's not that bad. Now, let's just say worst case scenario, you are down here on Phuket and it is raining 24 hours a day, which again, I promise you it doesn't, but let's just say that it does. What are you going to do? Well, you can go shopping. We have some fantastic shopping malls. We have state-of-the-art movie theaters. I'm going to tell you something, the movie theaters here will blow your minds, okay? There's also temples. There's so many temples that you can tour, and that's a really fun thing to do when it's raining. We also have Tiger Kingdom where you can go, you can play with the tigers, you can get your picture taken with them. I don't know if I would personally do that, just because I've heard some pretty bad stories about, you know, the tigers being drugged, etc., etc. But you can go to a bar, you can sit there, you can enjoy yourself. There's so many things to do. Or do what I do. Jump on a plane, head to Bangkok and party for a couple of days. You can fly to Bangkok, usually during rainy season, for about $45 US. That's return, believe it or not. Get yourself a nice hotel room, not one of the hobos' usual $20 spots. Oh, hell no. Splurge a little bit. Get a $45, $50 room and have some fun. Go to Khao San Road. Go to Chinatown. Bangkok doesn't really seem to get hammered bad during rainy season. The only thing I will say about Bangkok is this. When it's raining, be very careful where you're walking because the streets are extremely slippery, and to be honest with you, the tiles in Bangkok are not in the greatest shape and they're very uneven, and you can break an ankle really quick and that's just going to kill your vacation completely. So be aware of that one, guys, okay? But don't avoid Thailand because of rainy season. It is one of the best times to come. Again, especially if you want to stretch your dollar, if you want to get a lot for the baht. Now is the time you should be looking at coming to Thailand. Actually, you know what? Forget everything I just said. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Thailand sucks during rainy season, and you definitely don't want to be here. Because if you're here, you're going to mess it up for guys like me that are living the dream, and I don't want to see that happen. Seriously though, guys, to be honest with you, Thailand is perfect all of the time. Doesn't matter if it's high season, low season, rainy season, sunny season. It is paradise here all of the time. And you can definitely live your best life here. There's no question, any time of year. I really enjoy rainy season. I'm not exaggerating when I say that. I really do, because it gives me the chance to get out. It's not as busy here, so I love it. I'm not that big of a people person, and I love it when there's not a lot of people around. For me, it's ideal. Again, it's perfect Phuket. On that note, guys, listen, I'm living my best life. I hope you are too. If you're not, find out what you need to do today to get living your best life, because you only have one, and anything less than the best, well, you know it. Until next time, guys, cheers.